Hey, welcome back to my channel, Mommy Trainee. Today, we're going to take a look at what I got from Young Living for my August 2017 Essential Rewards order. Let's get started. So for this month, the biggest chunk of it, I think the biggest chunk of the money goes to the supplements. There is only maybe a few items that are actually oil related. All the other items are like the big bulky items. So first, the biggest item in the box is the Thieves Foaming Hand Soap Refill. And we have, I would say like every single sink throughout our house, I think at least 3-4 sinks that we have, every single sink has a bottle of Thieves foaming soap. So instead of buying all the little ones and then just swapping it, we buy the refill, which is a little bit cheaper per ounce, and just kind of refill those little bottles. And let's go over some of the personal care items. I've already pulled everything out of the box and out of the tubes so that you're not gonna see me struggling with all these wrappers and tubes. The first personal care item is the Cobaiba Vanilla Conditioner. Now, this conditioner, I was planning to order one last month and it was out of stock for quite a while. And I think right before I have to put in my August ER order, it came back in stock. I was so happy. This is something that I really wanted to make sure that I have on hand from now on, because in the past, you know how when you shower, you have, your hair comes out, and I noticed that in the past, couple of years already, that my hair loss during shower time, it's actually quite a bit. And I used to have like longer hair. If you like remember, like a while back, I have like much longer hair. So when, after you're done showering, you see like a big ball of hair there. It's a big ball because obviously I have longer hair, but it's also because my hair loss during the shower time is actually quite a bit. And I noticed that when I am using this conditioner along with another Young Living conditioner, a shampoo, like let's just say the lavender or the Cobaiba Vanilla shampoo from Young Living is actually very good. If I use this conditioner in conjunction with something, a shampoo that's really good, my hair loss is cut dramatically. Like it's cut down to like half of what it used to be. So I really wanted to make sure that from now on I have this on hand. I might not be using it like every single time that I am washing my hair, because I know that your hair, your system or your scalp, once it get used to it, you need a little bit of something else to kind of like refresh it, and then when you go back to it, it would work like the charm. So this is something that I'm so happy that it's coming back in stock. I really like this line's shampoo as well. It's very nourishing. I have really, really dry hair. And that's probably another reason why my hair just kind of fall up when I was, showering. The next item is also a Thieves item again. It's the mouthwash. I don't think I'm out yet, because the mouthwash, I actually use it not as often, like let's just say with like a toothpaste, and I also dilute this half and half with distilled water so that it would stretch a little bit longer. So I'm not out yet, but it's also something that if I ever needed a mouthwash, I don't want to be without this and go to Target and buy something off the just off the shelf, because this is just a lot better, like so much better. If you ever had, when you're eating and you bite the inside of your mouth or your tongue, and I know how I am if I bit my mouth, inside of my mouth or tongue, I know that I usually bit it pretty, like it's like, and then you know that a canker sore it's coming. Once that happens, every single day, use this twice a day. It doesn't even have to be full strength. I usually try to use like half and half. Diluted with water. And quite honestly, I have not, touch wood, I have not actually had any outbreaks of any canker sore ever since I started using this. So this is actually a very good item to have on hand. Again, I might not be using it every single day, even though I should. But this I use every single day. They have a new packaging for this Thieves Aroma Bright toothpaste. It is still a 4 ounce, but the tube is a little longer and a little like narrower, which is good because I don't want it the other tube, sometimes I feel like it's taking up so much space for me. I think like longer and narrower. I have very limited, even though I have like in the master bathroom, it's like a double sink, but I have so much stuff on top, like in between the sinks. Any space that I could save, it's good. I like this packaging. Looks pretty good. Okay, and then next let's go over some of the supplements that I got. The first one, it's a silver zyme. This is something that I think the last time when I ordered it was either like maybe end of last year or something. This is a very, very big bottle. It goes a very, very long way. I used to just take maybe one or at most two a day, but I heard that if you have, like, let's just say if you have like some skin irritation like eczema on your skin, it could be because of a sulfur deficiency, and I wanted to see if I up my intake of silver zyme, if that's gonna help with my eczema situation, my skin situation as well. As you could tell, like I have a little bit of eczema going on here, so this cannot be coming at a wrong time. Now, it's a big bottle. It's not cheap, but it's a big bottle. It lasts a very long time. I used to take like one or two a day, but this is, I think, the directions is to take 2 capsules 2 times daily or as needed, and it should be taken either 1 hour before or after a meal, but it doesn't really have to be around mealtime. It's just that they wanted to make sure you don't take it with a meal, like you don't take it with food. I heard that it works better without food. Yeah, and some folks also say don't take it like at night because it might actually, I don't know, maybe you couldn't sleep or something. I wasn't too sure. I usually take it in the morning and then in the afternoon. So take it in mid-morning, take it mid-afternoon, so that it's not really like coincide with your mealtime, I guess. And then let's talk about, this is the Agiles, and this is new to me. And it's supposed to be helping with like your joints, and I heard a lot of people, if they go and exercise a lot or go to the gym a lot, or recently I've been trying to walk a little bit more. I hold my son a lot, so like I feel like my joints and everything needs a lot of help. That's the reason why I got this Agiles. And the next one is called Endogize, and this is a supplement to help with your endocrine support. This is a women's balancing formula, endocrine support. So instead of using something like an Endoflex oil where you just like slather everywhere, you could take a supplement. And this is something that I did not hear a lot about, and it's something called the PD8020. And this is also something for the endocrine, support endocrine function. So I guess maybe these two would go together for your endocrine support and your endocrine system. So that's all the supplements that I have, 4 of them. And let's talk about all the oils that I have purchased this month. The first one, like that, is the Tranquil Roll-On. So this is something that that has quite a few uses for me. Usually you would try to like roll it on. It's already diluted with coconut oil, and this particular formula has lavender, cedarwood, and Roman chamomile in it. I've thought about making my own roll-on like this, but Roman chamomile, it's out of stock, first of all. And second of all, it's quite honestly, it's not inexpensive. This is an easy way to kind of try if that 3 oil combination works for you. So it's already diluted. You could just open it, twist open, apply everywhere. And most people use it to calm them, to calm their system down. To, like, let's just say if you're stressed, you want it to calm down a little bit, this would be pretty good. For me, I find that if you have any skin irritation like dry skin or eczema, when, especially if it's just starting to bother you, if you kind of like roll this on to wherever it is, it calms your skin down quite a bit. I think the Roman chamomile, and on top of that, like the Roman chamomile, I think it's the main thing that really calms my irritated skin. But obviously for, you know, lavender and cedarwood is actually very good with that too. It's just that Roman chamomile gives that extra kick, and that's why it works so well on my skin. I also recently did a video. I did a video on another way, like a story time. The one time that I actually kind of bumped my hip into a faucet and it hurts a lot, but at that time I don't really have anything else to put on my bruise, or at the time it's not bruised yet, obviously, but I know that it's going to be bruising, it's going to be red, it's going to be swollen, it's going to be a lot of things. But this is what I have on hand that day, and I just roll it on. Next day, pretty much nothing. So for me, instead of just, you know, using it as a de-stressor, using it as like calming my skin, now I know that, hey, you know what, if you really have any little boo-boos here and there, little injuries here and there, don't be afraid to throw this on. So that's one of the oils that I got for the month of August. And then the next oil, it's called the Melrose. Now, I don't remember exactly what the reason was I got this, but I know that this is actually, it should be very good for your skin and stuff like that. So that's probably why I got it, because I've been having a little like dry skin and eczema situation going on. Yeah, that should really help me. The last oil that I purchased this month is obviously the Peace and Calming. I've been getting the Peace and Calming ever since it came back in stock, every single month, very faithfully. And I do have to say, I've been using it more and more. Instead of just diffusing it, I've been, you know, dabbing a little bit and putting it in the back of my son's neck before bedtime and before I wake him up, so that it makes the process a little bit more bearable. And obviously we diffuse this in his diffuser every single night, and I also, like in the master bedroom, I also diffuse this. So with all that use, quite honestly, one bottle a month, it's not really enough. So I've been trying to be stingy about using, you know, my Peace and Calming, because, you know, I don't even know if we have enough. I mean, I do have a lot. I do have to say, I stock up a lot. But you know, one bottle a month is definitely not enough. So I've been faithfully getting this every single month. It's $34.75. Now, when I push my order through this month for the month of August, it's towards the end of the month, 29th to 30th. At that time, the limit was still 1 Peace and Calming per month per account. On, I think, the 30th, like the later part of the day on the 30th, they've announced that starting on August 31st, the 1 a month limit is going to be lifted and be changed to limiting 3 a month. So at this time, I've already purchased 1. So what did I do? I put in another quick order, which is, hopefully it should be coming very soon. If this comes today, like this actually literally comes like 5 minutes before I turn on the camera to film this unboxing. The other order should be coming pretty soon. So in that order, I actually redeem quite an amount of points on top of purchasing more Peace and Calming to kind of use up my 3 a month quota. So that video should be coming. I think like the maximum that you could redeem in terms of points every single month, it's 350 points. And I think, yeah, I have 340 something. I didn't really pay that much on the quick order for the Peace and Calming because I have some credits on my account. I think I used that to pay the 2 Peace and Calming that I purchased. And the credit from my account is basically from like commission that I got. Okay, so that's all the stuff that I have purchased this month. Now let's talk about the freebies. Of course, this month there is quite a bit of oil that is free. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 oils that are free. So the first one, and 2 of them are ER exclusive. So the first one at 100 PV, this is an ER exclusive freebie, which is the Lemon Vitality. And at 190 at PV 190, the exclusive ER exclusive is a 5 milliliter of Envision. So let's just say if you have a quick order that's 190 PV, you will not be getting this or the Lemon Vitality. And then at 190, and this is not an ER exclusive, is a 15 milliliter of Citrus Fresh. I mean, this is actually a very bright but sweet oil to diffuse. But the thing is, I normally like to diffuse things like orange and lemon, or you know, something that's even brighter like jade lemon. This I usually have it with my Ningxia Red, so that's good. Always need more oil in my Ningxia Red to kind of spice it up, kick it up a notch. And then on the 250 PV order, you will get a 15 milliliter of Clarity. I mean, right now it's already September. A lot of the kids are going back to school. College started. I think pretty much every school started. Some part of the country at the end of August, like school started already. So Clarity is actually a very good oil to have for those kiddos. My son went back to school on Tuesday, so it's been quite a few days. And then at 300 PV, you get all these. I think this is the whole Kid Scents line. So let's go over what we have. The first one is pretty much, I think this is pretty much the oil that I like the best from the Kid Scents line right now, is the Tummy Jies. Yeah, Tummy Jies. I use Jies when I feel like my digestion needed a little speeding up. Like sometimes you ate, you know, a big meal and you're like, oh, I feel like bad, guilty, and then you feel bad. You would normally put some, like, let's just say some diluted Jies on your tummy. Just rub it on counterclockwise, move things along. I do have to say, it smells very, very bad. Even if it's diluted, it smells really, really bad. And you have to dilute it. See, that's the thing. Sometimes if I don't have a carrier oil on me, I will not dilute it. But when I was using Jies, I remember I'm like, okay, now I have a Jies, you know, bottle that's a little emptier. Or when I use like half of it up, I could actually open it up and put like you know, some kind of whatever, let's just say coconut oil in it, and put a roller top on it, and then I could just roll it on. So I don't even have to touch it. Because once you touch that, you better wash your hand, because it's just that strong of a smell. And after you use it, like when I'm outside, when I'm at the office, sometimes even though I know that I wanted to use it, I have to kind of refrain from using it. So for a while, I was actually, I need to bring like veggie capsules to put oils inside, put, you know, whatever that I have to take inside to take it instead of rubbing it outside on my tummy, because it just doesn't smell good. But this smells at least 10 times better, and this is already pre-diluted. I find that between the two, they work almost the same for me. I think Jies works a little bit faster for me, and I think Jies does work a little bit, tiny little bit better, but this is just so much more convenience, and it's already pre-diluted, so and it doesn't smell bad. That's the thing. It doesn't smell bad. Once you put it on, most people, unless you put a lot on, most people would not be like, ooh, like, what'd you do to yourself? So I like this quite a lot. I think I would want to make sure that I have at least 1 or 2 of these on hand at all times. It works on me pretty well. I try to use it on my son a couple of times when he's complaining his stomach. Can I say hurt? His stomach hurt. Quite honestly, I don't really know why it hurt or where exactly, like what's the reason why it's hurting. I tried to put it on him twice and it didn't work on him. So whatever that's hurting him that time, those 2 times, it's probably not digestion related. But those 2 times, since this is not working, I put, I think one time I put Deep Relief on him because it's already diluted. And one time I just basically dilute some peppermint and just rub it on his tummy. 3 seconds later, he is back to sleep. Like from screaming on the top of his lungs saying that it's hurting me to 3 seconds later, deep asleep. But for some reason, it's not digestion, so this doesn't work for him that 2 times. But it worked on me, so I want it. The next oil is the Sleepy Eyes. I do have to say, for a diffusing blend at night, we've been using something else, like Peace and Calming, with a lot of other stuff. I think this I would probably try to put it on him topically to help with sleeping instead of like diffusing this. But it's also good, you know, it's always good to have something like this. Yeah. The next one, a lot of people like this one a lot, which is the Owie. If your kiddo, especially when they are a little bit younger, if they have all these, you know, cuts and, you know, scrapes and bump their knee into something and have bruises or something, a little Owie goes a long way. And this is already pre-diluted, so you don't even have to worry about diluting like lavender on them. I think this probably has lavender. For me and for my kid, my son is 4 years old, so for him, sometimes I just basically put a little bit of lavender on him or whatever that I have on hand for him. This usually when it's at home, if it has like a little boo-boo, then I would, you know, okay, reach for this and put some on him. When we're out, usually we would have something like a either a lavender or maybe something like a tranquil. So usually there are some other oils that I could use on hand. I usually don't bring this out. So I don't really need a lot of it. So 1 bottle would probably last me a very, very long time. Okay, the next thing is the Sniffle Ease. And fall and winter, it's upon us. If your kiddo has any sniffle, this would probably help them quite a bit. And we were just talking about back to school. This would be very, very useful for your kiddo. Homeschool, doing homework, and you know, maybe just applying this before he goes to school, which is the how do you say this one? Genius. I think it's just Genius. This would probably help them a lot with concentration, with thinking clearly, lifting that brain fog out. Oil for your kiddo. Alright, so this is all I have for this month. I should have another big unboxing pretty soon for the points that I have spent this month, along with the the Peace and Calming, extra Peace and Calming that I got on that last day to use up my August limits. I will see you guys very, very soon. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel, Mommy Trainee. Until the next video, bye bye and take care.